I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about how to break up with someone. The reason that we decided to do this video, even though it's a little bit different, is because if you don't get back with your ex and you do decide you want to date other people, you want to explore other options, we want to show you or explore a healthy way to end a relationship. As you know, when somebody breaks up with you, it is one of the most painful things in the world.
Right.
And you want to have respect for the people that you date, and you want to know and realize that they're going to hurt just like you're hurting now. So be considerate of somebody when you break up with them. And we're going to talk about some ways to do that in a healthy way.
I was talking with a gentleman a few weeks ago who said, where are the instructions for how to break up better?
Mm-hmm.
He said, if we knew how, we wouldn't be in the mess we are calling you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I thought that was a point very well taken. So I looked at some of the literature on that, and regardless of whether you're the breakupper or the breakupee, it isn't good either way.
No.
Because it involves all the separation issues that are hard for human beings. And if you want to break up with somebody you've really cared about, even though you think it's for the best, it can be very painful for you too. So they have some of the niftiest ways to say things in here. I couldn't have done it better on my best day, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
The first rule is do not do it by ghosting. Don't just disappear. That's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And it's disrespectful to you, to the relationship, and to the other person. When you can, it's much better to do it in person. That takes some courage. But when you can, it's better to do it in person.
Yeah, ghosting somebody and disappearing on them is cruel.
Yeah, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
You leave them wondering forever what happened, or if they're okay, or what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair. So the first piece of instruction here is take some serious time to figure out if this is what you want to do, and if so, what you want to say.
Yeah.
When you get in the situation, you're usually anxious enough that you're going to be tongue-tied. So be very clear about what you want to say. And pick a time and place that seems reasonable. Of course you want privacy. And while there's no good time to break up, there are bad times to break up. The middle of the holidays is not good. If someone's had a recent loss in the family, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
If someone's ill or has an ill loved one, that's not good. So don't do it at a perfectly terrible time in a person's life.
Try and be respectful.
Yeah, try and be reasonably respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Think through what you want to say and how you want to say it. Review it in your mind before you actually get there. It's also wise to anticipate how the person will respond. Some people call you every name they ever thought of. That would be the easiest for me. Other people cry. Other people are just too shocked to say anything for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
a lot of people will try and change your mind as you would do in that situation, or as you have done.
Yeah. So be as prepared as you can.
Think about what you would have wanted somebody to say to you when they broke up with you.
Right. What would have been the better way to do it, besides the way they probably did it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And you want to be very clear after you've had this conversation that you want to break up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just having this so that you can change things and go on. You really want to be clear that you have to break up. Because people can often come out of one of those conversations thinking you didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I've heard several cases of that fairly recently. How come you're back calling me today? Well, is anything wrong? Well, yeah, I broke up with you last night. Well, you didn't mean it. Yes, I did. Beware the line that everybody laughs at now. It's not you, it's me. But there are other ways to say it. And they have some good ones in this article. This is not a good time for me to be fully committed to this relationship. I'm not...
That's even a little bit ambiguous.
Yes, I'm not ready to be exclusive, and I'm still very focused on my education and career. Okay, so...
And that is, I don't like that one too much
I don't,
either.
well, I don't either. It's very, very distant, but I can't get my homework done with you calling me all the time. Be sure that it's clear that you want to break up. We said that before. And here are some other famous lines. But you cheated on me, and I can't accept that. That's clear, if nothing else. We were arguing more than we were having fun. It just doesn't feel right anymore. Now, I think you need a little more than that, oftentimes, but it's a nice way to open it. Or you can directly say, there is someone else.
If there is someone else,
If there is
and
someone
that's
else.
really going to hurt.
And that's going to be very hurtful. So you really, you have to personalize all of this.
But if you're being honest, then they're at least
They know.
they know, you know what I mean? It's a delicate situation.
It's a rule I learned in therapy years ago that, we want to spare people pain. But sometimes the truth is a lot easier to take than whatever they imagine, okay? Because people always imagine the worst. You think I'm unattractive, you think I'm a terrible person. No, I don't think that at all, but you're a terrible distraction here, I can't study, okay? Now there's a real good one. When you got upset the other night because I was going out with my friends, I realized I couldn't be there for you as much as you would want me to. She didn't say, you're too needy and probably controlling, and why can't I go out with my friends? What a lovely way to put it.
Yeah,
I don't think I can adequately deal with that. Yeah.
It's nicer.
It is, it's nicer. So, I mean, you could spend a lot of time thinking up the nicest way to say things, but it's worth it. And it looks easy when you just read them here, but it's not that easier. But anyway, I think the truth, like I say, is often more palatable than not telling the truth,
I think I would say something like, I really care about you as a person, I just don't think it's working for me as a relationship.
Great line.
Because, obviously, if I'm dating somebody for a while,
You like them.
then I would care about them as a person.
Yes,
It doesn't
of
mean
course.
necessarily
That you
I
wanna
want to
marry them.
continue the
Yeah.
relationship.
That's
or,
right.
Yeah.
And that's a fine way to put it. It just doesn't feel right anymore. It's pretty vague. I really care about you as a person, but I don't think it's working for me romantically. I think that's a great line. Yeah.
And sometimes people you'll be having problems that there's going to be a breakup. Sometimes people will try and break up with you to try and get you to change. Like sometimes people will say, I'm testing this guy. I just want him to show me that he loves me, and so I'm going to break up with him. And I've
see what he does.
I've had that happen.
That's testing.
And
Yeah.
so I had a girl that had a lot of emotional issues, and she was very exhausting. You know who I'm talking about. And so when she broke up with me, I thought the best way to handle it was to just say, you know what, you've been unhappy for a while, so I agree that we should break up.
Beautiful.
And she immediately tried to be like, no, that's not what I want, I really love you, I want to be with me. But I knew that she would feel better being in the position of power.
That was brilliant.
And that she could sit there and think to herself, well, I was the one that broke up with him. And I was okay with that. I didn't care what she told people, if she said, well, I broke up with him, and this and that. Because I knew, really, that it was just a manipulative tactic, and she was trying to manipulate me to get what she wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
And I knew the relationship was not going anywhere. I mean, there was serious drinking involved. She had serious drinking problems, lots of trauma, lots of emotional abuse, and she just wasn't anywhere near ready for a relationship. And so I did my best because I didn't want to hurt her. And I knew it was going to hurt her. And she was still hurt. And she really struggled with that breakup for a while. But I felt like if I at least gave her that little bit of power, it would make her feel better.
Very thoughtful of you. Very thoughtful of you. You had enough ego at that point to handle it.
Yeah.
I don't care who she tells, she broke up with me. But if it's going to give her a little sense of control, I'll go with it. That was very nice of her.
Yeah.
But that's
And
how...
she still really, really struggled, but she had a lot of stuff going on.
Yes, she did.
I think you know which ex I'm referring
Yes, I do. But I mean, there are numerous variations on this theme. But what you hear so much before you can even get to working on the relationship is how hurt people are at the, more often, the non-breakup than the painful breakup. Mm-hmm. Okay? It's a non-breakup that makes people crazy. Mm-hmm. And I've talked with a couple of women recently, what can I do to make him give me his reasons? You can't make anybody do anything.
And even if he gives you reasons, it may not be the truth.
Right. And
that's the hard
what
thing.
I said earlier in another presentation we did earlier today is that what I have found is that most people really have the answer. And so I will say, well, tell me about this person. You've known him for a long time. You've been really close with him. What do you think was going on with him? And inevitably, people have an answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so really
obviously, they know the real reason.
Sure.
I mean, they're making the decision, so they know it.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not they want to tell you the truth about that reason.
That's right. And I've heard of several awkward ones where the guy thinks he's broken up, but he forgot to say the words.
Yeah.
And she has no idea what he's talking about. And the other way around, too. So you have to be clear. Mm-hmm. And like I say, I haven't heard people complain so much about a brutal breakup as an unclear breakup.
Yeah.
With no reasons at all. So,
yeah.
In my experience, people can handle the truth. What they can't handle is nothing.
Yeah.
No
response, not knowing anything, ghosting them.
Yeah.
Or, it's cruel.
Yes. So, I complied with the request, and that's the best I can do for how to break up well, because there's no real good to it.
No, it's not an easy thing to do,
but
no matter what.
The statistics I was looking at again this week, and the average person, I think it's a little bit higher for men than for women. We'll go through maybe 4 for women, 6 for men breakups in a lifetime. So it's going to happen, and we have to deal with it. And it's not abnormal or the end of the world.
Yeah. And, like if you're in a situation where you see that the relationship isn't working, and you know that that person might be on the verge of saying, they're unhappy with the relationship or they're ending it, you could use that as a kind way of getting out of the relationship and saying, you know what, you've been unhappy and it's not working for me either. I agree with you, and put it on them. I agree with you. We should just end this, and it will even give them a little dignity.
Yeah, that's it, a little dignity, right? And that's really what the left party needs, is a little dignity. Because immediately people think I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable enough, all of those things that we've just talked about. So that's what I have to say.
Think it through.
Yeah.
Think it through if you have to break up with somebody, and try to be as kind as you can.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're making a difficult decision.
Right.
Right. Okay. So if you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net, sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching, I do Skype coaching, and if you got to get with me right away, I do offer emergency Skype coaching. Margaret is also available.
So feel free to sign up with me. I'd be delighted to talk with you.
But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon.
Hi, I'm Coach Margaret, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist with 35 years experience. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me to get professional help on your situation. Go to askcraig.net to sign up for a personal coaching with me.